Hello guys, hello again. This is your boy Darshan, the machine learning guy. That's what I call myself. So later I have been talking about my life in machine learning and how it's going. So I'm really thankful. Thank Ishwara for the support I received. I'm really happy. People put in stories. I'm really happy about it. And thank you so much all for the support for the first video. And now I'll be showing you on a data set I have been working on. It's called as mimic dataset from Physionet, right? So all this time I had been talking about how does what I faced in machine learning in a real world application, a real world setting. So today I'll be showing you a data set I have been working on lately, right? So that you will get an idea about how the data set actually is for analysis or for storing, or the methods you have to use around it, right? I'll begin now. So I'll just reduce it. Acha. Yeah. So you see this, right? So these are all the tables that's there inside the data set. So see, you might have worked, for example, if you are a beginner or intermediate, or intermediate beginner. So you'll be having a single table. There are a lot of columns in it, right? So since there are a lot of columns in a single data set, it's always easy for you to train. And when people put up in LinkedIn like machine learning is half always about cleaning the data and keeping it in the right format, this is what they mean. So this is how the actual data set looks, right? So you see, this is a ICU data set, we can say it. So there's admission.csv, which is having all this when they got admitted, when they died, and all this thing for what they got admitted. So as you go down, see this hospitals ones and diagnosis ones. There'll be a lot of unrelated. Columns won't match for the other data sets. There won't be any keys to match. You have to engineer the data set. You have to use data science and engineer it, so that you can apply it in the machine learning pipeline, right? So this is how the actual real world data set or data looks like. It always looks dirty. It's never clean, right? The scientists or researchers who actually created the data set actually have cleaned it pretty well, and they use this de-identification of patients, so that the patient's privacy is not compromised. So there is a course in CT, or you can take it around. This is a research specimen thing. So once you take it, I'll be attaching it in the next videos. Anyways, now this is how the data looks, right? What are the patients and their pharmacy data and all this are from hospital's database, and this is from the ICU department of the database, right? Of the hospital's database. So we have to engineer this data in such a way that you eliminate the unwanted things, or apply a specific mathematical algorithm, as I did in my previous codes, and then distill it in such a way that there is not a lot of columns, or else will fall into the curse of dimensionality in machine learning. I'll cover this in the next video, upcoming videos, what is curse of dimensionality. Anyways, this is how the data looks, right? So you have to make a really good understanding of the data first. So apparently when I was understanding about the data, you have to study about the data description that's usually given, right? So as I go down here, they'll give you what a data set is. Like, I'm just take this as a teaching session or something. So they will give you what an abstract is, like what is the data about, and they'll tell you how they collected the data, and on what are the means or the methods they collected the data, and then what are the methods they use to COIs and other things in order to make the data reliable and factual, right? So as I go down, there will be methods and data description, right? In this they will be giving, like, we have a total of this much data, and these individuals have 546,028 hospitalizations. So they'll be giving an overall image for you. So using this, you have to deduce one by one. So you should read what is hospital data is about, and you should read how they de-identified it. So sometime, not only de-identification, they will reduce the date time values for the researchers to be more precise. So let's say it's 2024 and 2nd February. right? And again 2026 and 4th February, so they will put up a day gaps instead of the whole timestamp values. So they will give everything in this data description, right? So you should read all this data description and then come to a conclusion of how we reduce the data set, what you do with it, and how we are going to handle the data set, right? So this is how initial research happens. Before this, we will have a literature review, but this is how actual research happens, right? So this is my V1 project. So I'm trying to engineer the data set and publish a data set actually. So these are the previous versions. So in the previous versions to the future versions, there will be a lot of changes like adding of columns, or there will be some discrepancy in the data. So the medical people who actually are there in this field will cross verify this data and then give it to the researchers to analyze and find it out, right? So this is for today. I just made a video today to show what I've been doing. So next video will be around what I learned and how it is going, plus what are the advances I made in this data set. Anyways, great talking to you. I'll end the stream now. Thank you, bye bye, and take care.